the power of the program is the time capsule, that 30 years later, 4 students, 2 teachers contacted me to say, when are we going to find what we had buried 30 years, and agreed to open in July of 2014. So we came, we looked, and we will continue to look, but it's been a grand adventure.
So we decided that we would bury a time capsule. And so a lot of our activities centered on that, evaluating what is it you want to put in there, what you're doing. I said, are you willing to part with your Barbie doll, and even a pair of shoes or something? And one girl put in jelly boot shoes. They were common at that time. And she put in a tape, because that was their mode of music, and a Prince, and because she liked that. And then the kids really interacted with each other because they were so interested in what the other student was going to put in. There were 9 students, and there were, I think, 6 boys and 3 girls. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 4 boys and 4 girls. It was. And we really, they really talked about it, and I kind of watched them to see if they were going to change their mind and take something back out, but they never did. In fact, they'd come with another item, and put in there and do it. And then they had to write about some of the things they put in there and what they meant to them. And also they had to write themselves a letter that they could open up in 30 years. And that's why all the concern right now is we can't find it. And we want to find it. They really, and to think that this one young man went on to be a doctor. He's a doctor of geriatric medicine in Pennsylvania. And he was really concerned about his grandmother. And then just 2 years ago, he wrote Dorothy Armstrong and said that his grandma was in hospice. And she was the one, see, they had to interview another adult who was older. Not younger, but older, and they did that and put that interview in there, and he interviewed his grandmother. And so he was real concerned that's what made him think of that. When 2 years ago he notified us, he said, when are we going to open it?
Well, I got to thinking about a letter that David's teacher had sent to him 30 years before. And I thought, I wonder if I still have that. I looked in an old file and pulled out a piece of paper, and it was the very letter. And so I got in touch with Dorothy Armstrong, and she says, oh my, she says, I haven't talked to you in years. And she says, we need help. So I called my son, I says, where did you bury that treasure? He says, we looked out of our window and towards Little Mac, the bridge, but he called it our nickname for it, what was it? Lover's Leap. And so he told me that he looked straight out, and it was to the, I wasn't sure if it's the right or the left, but I'm going to contact him again, and I'm going to ask him, just think back, how many steps, which direction did you go? That might give us more of a clue.
A time capsule, yeah, I hope they're here. Because that was a topic that was floating around for a number of months, and then finally someone suggested that maybe we should get together, and Dorothy sent an email, and I said, great idea, let's do it.